If you're planning on building a PC anytime soon, you need to know that everything has changed. I mean it. The stable, predictable world of PC components, yeah, that's been completely flipped on its head in just the last few months. Seriously, just think about it. All that reliable advice, those go-to build guides, even the recommendations from, 3 or 4 months ago, they're basically obsolete now. Following that old advice today could literally cost you hundreds of dollars for a slower machine. We're in a whole new ballgame, and it requires a completely new strategy. So what on earth happened? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm. The huge, massive demand for AI hardware is the main culprit. That stuff uses an enormous amount of the exact same memory and storage chips that we use in our gaming PCs. And because of that, prices for our key components have just skyrocketed. We're talking RAM, SSDs, and even the CPUs that used to be the kings of budget builds. This isn't just a tiny price bump. It's a massive shift that forces us to rethink every single choice we make. Okay, let's dive into our first new rule. And you're going to want to listen up because this one is super time sensitive. It's a critical warning about the next component that's about to get way more expensive. Look, we've all been watching RAM and SSD prices just climb and climb. The reason is that the memory chips inside them have gotten way more expensive. But guess what else uses those exact same memory chips? Yep, your graphics card. And we're already seeing the first signs. Distributors are sending out new price lists showing increases. That price wave is coming and it's headed straight for GPUs. So here's the bottom line. Your whole build priority has to flip. The new playbook says you lock in your graphics card first. Do it right now, before those price hikes really hit the stores. Buy the GPU, and then and only then do you plan the rest of the PC around it. It is the single most important move you can make to protect your wallet today. All right, let's talk about the brain of the whole operation, the CPU. For years, the world of budget and mid-range builds was totally dominated by one company. Well, that's over. It has completely changed. And you can see the whole story right here. Not too long ago, getting an Intel Core i5-12400F was a complete no-brainer. It was the chip to get. But now, with prices on those chips nearly doubling, that value has just vanished. AMD isn't just a good alternative anymore. When it comes to performance per dollar, it's now the clear winner. So let's get down to brass tacks. Were you looking at that classic Core i5-12400F? Forget it. Your new target is the AMD Ryzen 5 8400F. Better performance for a better price. Were you thinking about a 13400F? Nope. The Ryzen 5 7500F is your new best friend. And this isn't just a budget thing. It goes all the way up the product stack, where AMD's Ryzen 9 chips are just a much, much better value than the Core i9s right now. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. You're holding on to these old ideas from like a decade ago. Isn't AMD unstable? Doesn't it run super hot? Let's just put those old myths to bed right now. The modern Ryzen CPUs are rock solid. They deliver fantastic performance in everything, gaming, productivity, you name it, and they do it without turning your room into a sauna. The old AMD is gone.
Okay, let's tackle the component that kind of started this whole mess, the RAM. With prices doubling, the old rules just get thrown right out the window. We need a new approach here, one that's going to sound a little weird.
I know. This question probably sounds like absolute blasphemy to any experienced PC builder. For over a decade, the golden rule has been always use 2 sticks. You need dual channel. But in a market like this, we have to ask the hard question. Is that tiny performance boost still worth the huge cost? And the answer, at least for right now, is a clear no. The old rule made sense when RAM was cheap. Today, the smart play is to protect your bank account. By going with a single 16GB stick, you save real money up front. And yeah, you take a small performance hit, but you gain something that's way more valuable in the long run. And that right there is the key. This isn't a permanent downgrade. Think of it as a strategic temporary move. You're saving a chunk of change during this insane price peak, and you're leaving a slot open on your motherboard. When this AI demand chaos finally settles down and prices come back to earth, you can just buy a second notching stick, pop it in, and boom, instant, affordable upgrade to full dual channel performance. So, sticking with memory, there's another huge shift that's happened. The debate that's been raging for years, DDR4 versus DDR5, well, it's finally over. We have a clear winner. This timeline really tells the whole story, doesn't it? At the beginning of the year, DDR4 was the undisputed budget king. It was a fantastic way to save a ton of cash. But then the price hike started, and they hit DDR4 times hard. Now, that huge price gap between DDR4 and the newer DDR5, it's basically gone. So think about it. If they cost pretty much the same, why on earth would you buy the older, slower technology? Choosing DDR5 right now is the definition of future-proofing. It means in a few years, when you want to upgrade your CPU and motherboard, you can take your RAM with you. If you buy DDR4 today, you're buying into a dead-end platform. You'll have to replace everything. The choice has never been more obvious. Just go with DDR5. And finally, let's talk about the buzzword that is plastered on every single component box you see right now, AI. Every brand is screaming about their amazing AI features, but what's actually real and what's just marketing hype? Here's the simple, honest truth. You can ignore almost all of it. Seriously, AI meeting assistants, smart system optimizers, automatic performance tuning, most of it is just marketing fluff you really don't need. You can usually get way better results with free third-party tools or just by spending like 15 minutes setting things up yourself. So, what's the one AI thing you should actually care about? Well, for us gamers, it really just boils down to two incredible technologies, NVIDIA's DLSS and AMD's FSR. These are upscaling tools that use AI to give you a massive boost in your frame rates. The benefit isn't some vague promise. It's huge, and you see it immediately. This is the real deal. Everything else, you can safely tune it all out. So there you have it. The market has changed, and our strategy just has to change right along with it. It's time to take that old rulebook, toss it in the bin, and start using the new playbook. So let's quickly recap the 5 new rules. Number 1, buy your graphics card first, before those prices climb even higher. 2, right now, AMD is where you'll find the best CPU performance for your dollar. 3, save money by starting with a single large stick of RAM and plan to upgrade it later. 4, DDR5 is now the clear choice over DDR4 for any new build. And 5, just ignore all that AI marketing noise and focus on the 2 things that actually matter, DLSS and FSR. This is the new reality of PC building, folks. The whole landscape has shifted beneath our feet. But now, you have the right strategy. You have the new playbook, and with it, you can still build an absolutely incredible machine without completely emptying your wallet. You just have to be smart about it.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you in the next video.